flow, bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Snickers, you gotta spin. Snickers, you gotta spin. Like I said.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Ryan. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers working their way back out here on offense. Last week, a much-needed win for Steeler Nation. Now they're at 2-2-1, so we'll see what the future holds. But, you know, things have not been, shall we say, harmonious so far in Pittsburgh.
Well, I think that the harmony started to get recreated in the win against Atlanta. Antonio Brown had a big day, finally got into the end zone with a touchdown catch. He and Big Ben Roethlisberger back on the so-called same page, singing from the same hymnal, shall we say. And that team really played well, but the flip side of it is their defense had been giving up a lot of points. They held the high-flying Atlanta Falcons to 17. That bodes well for the future, too.
And the Wi-Fi wasn't so spotty in that game. It was pretty good reception. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little juke. And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Room here to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and
Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Flex round!
On 2nd down, Dobbs caught here by Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's got it. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He's going to get it running right. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Charles, the Atlanta Falcons 1-4, and we're getting ready to see their offense again, but so far this year, the defense has been the issue. Not so much the points they're giving up, but the injuries that they've had to deal with.
When you're talking about linebacker Deion Jones, who they're hoping to get back off of IR later this year, but I don't think they're getting back safeties Keanu Neal and Ricardo Allen. That really weakens you down the middle and, of course, on the back end of your defense. Last 3 games, they've given up 37, 37, and 41 points. If they're going to make a push, it has to start right now. And here's their chance to get right. Home against Tampa Bay, home against the New York Giants, and open.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Hey, gun. Get up! 22! Gun!
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
20! Gun!
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too, coming from the outside?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Dobbs is throwing under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Flex round! Flex round! Check, go get him! Go get him! Go get him!
Now Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The give is to Bell. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Gun, gun, gun! 21! Hey, wait. 11! Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan will throw again. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. And Ryan, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And it's caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Tuesday.
first down. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Gun! Hey, wait. Wait! Get up! Gun! Get go!
Now Ryan on second down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Left! Hey, Tuesday! Gun! Gun! He's checking. Crash. 25, check 21.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, gun. Ready! 125! Right! Got it!
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gun! Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Flex round!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ohio! Flex round!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up.
You're down.
Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
There we go. 12. Left.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Ohio! Ohio!
A give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph. 64-yard interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah, when you're talking about lugging not just a football, but probably about 350 pounds down the sideline and scoring. But how about the contrast? Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone, brings it all the way back, but it's the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU for Denver,
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 70 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to float this. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing here. Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
Flex round! Flex round! 59 fight, check, 59.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And McDonald here over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And that is incomplete here. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
Dobbs is throwing. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Now, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk, it didn't work out. Here's Dobbs to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Dobbs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Back now in Pittsburgh. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan throwing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to roam now. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Dobbs. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Go! 11. Hey, gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
20. Get up! Hey, gun. Hey, wait.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And there he goes again. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Left. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Right. No. There we go. Hey, South. 11. Hey, got it.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 26, check 26.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Takk McKinley bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
Ohio. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ryan's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's
Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ryan wants to throw it. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.